Prince Harry plots UK return with very low-key royal duties to win over British public. According to reports, Prince Harry has contacted his friends in the UK, plotting a significant royal comeback. Prince Harry was once a working royal. It has been reported that the King, who turns 40 this month, asked his previous aides for guidance on how to get back from the US. Harry has been chatting to people from his former life at the firm, sources informed the Mail on Sunday. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Although the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have stated that they do not intend to return permanently to the United Kingdom, a source has stated that Harry is shunning Hollywood reporters. He is obviously reaching out with the mindset that, "I need to do something different because what I'm doing is obviously not working," they continued. Put simply, he is reconsidering his methods of operation. A friend of Prince Harry's who was mentioned by the Mail's source is said to have developed a plan detailing how Harry might re-enter UK society. The pal thinks Harry might win over the British people if he moves to the UK with minimal fuss and participates in mundane events, the insider told the Mail. In January 2020, Meghan Markle and Harry declared their intention to leave their position as members of the royal family. Shortly after, they moved to the US with their kid. Since then, the couple and their 3-year-old daughter Lilibet and 5-year-old son Archie have made California their home. Senior royals are thought to be distant from Harry and Meghan, with the Duke reportedly having an especially tense relationship with Prince William. Although they are believed to have started before the Sussexes left, the brothers' arguments have been going on for a while. Meghan is rumoured to have had a falling out with Princess Kate, William's wife and Harry's sister-in-law, before the Duke and Duchess's 2018 wedding. Since 2020, Harry has visited the UK multiple times. The most recent trip was earlier this week, when he discreetly travelled to Norfolk to attend his uncle's memorial ceremony. Prince William was also present during the event, but witnesses say that he and Harry stayed apart and didn't talk. Following a setback, a royal expert has accused Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of trying to look more altruistic. This month's trip to Colombia marked the couple's second quasi-tour of an abroad location in the previous 3 months. Royal expert Gareth Russell talked about the couple's frequent overseas travels, despite the fact that they are no longer employed by the royal family. For many people, the interviews that the Sussexes did came pretty near to each other, he recently told GB News. They were actually everywhere at one point. You could find sit-down interviews, books, and Netflix specials, among other things. Many people thought that the frequency, topic, or timing of the interviews were all suspect. Thus, there came a time when the Sussexes were practically too much for everyone. Additionally, there was a perception that the Sussexes had a significant worldwide platform, which I believe is something that they are currently attempting to address. He went on to say, many people had anticipated them to get directly into charitable work, but that didn't happen. Instead, their main focus seemed to be discussing their family and criticizing how they felt they had been treated by the royal family at first. It definitely didn't happen to the extent that many had anticipated, and the tours they're currently doing are a part of a strategy to appear more altruistic and to concentrate more on external issues. They reached a point where a small jab at the Duke of Sussex's family was made at each interview. They're not particularly intriguing, he continued. You must keep in mind that neither they nor we may have anticipated the level of public attention that the trips received. The public didn't seem to be too interested in them. Following the release of the Oprah Winfrey interview, there was non-stop, widely supportive coverage. And since then, there has been a tiny decrease in sympathy and conviction in everything. Meghan Markle is scheduled to stay in California with their children while the Duke of Sussex travels to New York City the following month. In order to allow her husband to highlight the causes and patronages he is passionate about, 43-year-old Meghan has decided to step back. The trip will boost Harry's efforts with his patronages, a source informed express.co.uk. Meghan doesn't have to attend every event with her husband, an additional source stated. There is nothing wrong between them if she misses an occasion. The sixth and seventh in line for the throne, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children, are presently living in Montecito, California, with their parents after the couple departed the UK and resigned from their role as working royals in 2020. With just 4 words, the Friend updated US Weekly, "They're very well-mannered." The Friend described the kind dispositions of the Sussexes' children as follows: "Lily is vibrant and happy, and Archie is charming and inquisitive and playful." A person who talked to the magazine claims that Harry and Meghan have not yet disclosed their royal heritage to their children. They will have such discussions in due time, the insider claims, because they want Archie and Lilibet to be accepted for who they are as individuals. Because Archie and Lilibet were the son of a sovereign, they were considered prince and princess at the time of Charles's coronation by royal decree issued by King George V in 1917. It is understood that Harry and Meghan will reserve the use of the children's titles for formal events and not for everyday conversation. While Archie was born in the UK on May 6, 2019, and spent his early months in the Sussexes' previous Windsor home, Frogmore Cottage, Lilibet was born on June 4, 2021, at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital, in Los Angeles, California. When the Sussexes celebrated the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee in London in June 2022, which also happened to be Lilibet's first birthday, that was the last time either of the children was in the UK. While he fights the Home Office in court, Harry has been carefully considering whether it is safe for him to bring his wife and kids to the UK. The Prince sued the Home Office in reaction to the February 2020 ruling by the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, REVEC, that the Prince ought to receive an additional degree of taxpayer-funded security while he is in the country. Following the dismissal of the Duke's petition by retired High Court Judge Sir Peter Lane in February, who determined that REVEC's approach was not procedurally unfair nor irrational, Harry has subsequently been granted permission to appeal the matter. During a second interview for tabloids on trial, Harry said to ITV that it would be still unsafe for his wife to return to the UK. The Prince has drawn criticism from a lot of people for choosing to go to Colombia with his spouse for a 3-day trip following the remarks made in the interview. Regarding the UK, Harry said, "It's still dangerous, and these are things that I genuinely worry about. To act on what they have read, whether it be with a knife or acid, or anything else, all it takes is one lone actor, one person who reads these material. That's one of the reasons I won't bring my husband back to this country." It doesn't appear to be a coincidence that Prince Harry's paperback edition of Spare coincides with significant events for the royal family.